Hi there, welcome back to the Community of Readers video blog. We're following the Old Testament readings for the Monkey Bar Challenge, and this week we're in the second half of the story of Exodus. This is called Running Too Fast. In the first bit of Exodus, chapters 1 to 12, we had this incredible story of the liberation of the Israelites from the tyranny of Egypt. But in this second part of the book, we journey with them through their long walk to freedom into the dark desert depths of their wilderness experience. What's profound about this is that in this barren wasteland, before the heady goal of the promised land of Canaan, it is clear from the story that there is a higher goal, that Yahweh bring Israel to himself. It's a long road, it's a difficult walk, the desert path. And I feel that, though probably in a much less extreme way, it so often mirrors the reality of our daily experience trying to follow Jesus. We don't grow on some kind of sanctification scale until one day, ta-da, we hit the perfect plateau and everything is fine. We just fly from triumph to trough, from mountaintop to mire without warning, and are faced with the choice once again to trust our liberator afresh. And so it's comforting for me that in this context, God is right there in the desert with the Israelites. The tabernacle, the chapters, if you've read them, let's be honest, they're pretty dull. But actually they become more meaningful in this context because although it's not the length of this or the colour of that doesn't really mean very much, but the fact that the tabernacle symbolised Yahweh's presence with the Israelites. And these powerful images of fire and cloud that go all the way through the story, the pillar of fire and cloud that lead by night and by day. The fire and cloud of Mount Sinai that Moses has to climb through to receive the Ten Commandments. And the cloud that settles over the tabernacle. All of these symbolise Yahweh's presence with the Israelite people. Yahweh doesn't just say, okay, I've liberated you now, off you go, and see you in Canaan. But into that most barren experience, he journeys with them. Behind and before, above and amongst. The presence of Yahweh is both comfort and challenge. It is leadership and encouragement. Far more important than the goal of reaching Canaan was that Israel know Yahweh. More important than their physical home was their spiritual home. In chapter 19, verse 4, Yahweh says, I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. I find this comforting because I feel like so often I'm just wandering around in a desert. I don't ever feel like I have this sense really of having arrived. I feel like life is just so full of pain and frustration, confusion, partial vision. So even those great moments that we all experience, for me they don't kind of join as dots in a happy picture of satisfaction and coherence. But God is with me in the wilderness. We might all be tempted to try and escape the desert experience. It's easy to lock onto big projects and grand ideas, to give purpose and meaning. But what of the friend above all friends? For a time, that big Canaan project was put on hold because far more significant was the knowledge of God for the Israelite community. The Ten Commandments, Promised Land, goals, purpose, dreams, they're all broken if we ignore God and replace him with a golden calf. We so often say, isn't it great that God used this person to do this, and used so-and-so to do that, but our God, who in chapter 34 verse 14 is called jealous, God wants his people for relationship, not for use. Exodus taps us on the shoulder and says, slow down, reevaluate. There is more to life than being consumed with purpose and ambition, achievement. Life in the desert is life in the here and now. Manna is to be collected each day, not stored for tomorrow. In our purpose-driven, pressure-fueled, future-obsessed world, have we got the courage to follow God into the desert of our today and not give up on him? Here's a few questions for reflection. What is your golden calf? What do you run to when life gets too difficult? And are you running too fast? If so, why? Finally, the band Toploader once sung the line, "There's no crime to be lost with no direction. It's just a crime not to live." How does that statement make you feel? Do you agree with it? What does the story of Exodus say to you about it? You can find out more about Community of Readers and the Monkey Bar Challenge on our website, communityofreaders.com. Until next week and the first part of the book of Leviticus, have a great week. Cheers.